as tensions continue to rise across West Asia. Fresh instability is now emerging in South Asia as well, and a new wave of clashes has erupted along the disputed Durand line between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Afghan Defence Forces claim that they have captured a Pakistani military outpost after intense cross-border clashes. The intense clashes appears to be one of the most serious confrontations between the two sides in recent months. Now, Afghanistan says it carried out operations along the Durand line in the eastern zone of Kandahar and Kandahar provinces. The situation escalated further after Pakistan bombed civilian areas across Afghanistan and a fuel depot at Kandahar Airport. Thick black smoke was seen rising from a jet fuel storage facility in Daman district hours after the attack. One large storage tank was completely destroyed, while another continued to burn along the same strike. While several fuel tanker trucks parked at the depot were also damaged. Afghan officials say the facility belonged to the private airline Kandahar, and it supplied fuel not only to civilian aircraft but also to humanitarian flights operated by organizations, including the Red Crescent.
As a result of last night's incident here, approximately more than 1,500 tons of fuel, up to around 1,450 tons that we had in storage, is set on fire, as you can see.
Authorities at Kandahar Airport estimate that more than 1,500 tons of fuel were lost in the attack. The damage to the depot has raised concerns about disruptions to aviation services and humanitarian operations that rely on the facility.
Last night I was not able to sleep. I was awake. Suddenly a sound came. With the sound there was a bang. The place you're looking at, it's not here anymore. The house had vanished. When we stood up, the glass and things were on the ground. I didn't know my hand was injured.
The overnight strikes also reportedly hit both residential areas and strategic locations. Officials say at least 6 people have been killed and several others were wounded in Kabul and the eastern province of Nangarhar. These are the images showing Afghan inspecting badly damaged homes after the bombardment. The border clashes have forced residents of nearby villages to flee their homes and look for a roof elsewhere. The violence has also triggered a growing humanitarian crisis. The UN Refugee Agency has said that around 115,000 people have been forced to leave their homes due to the fighting. The latest strikes come despite diplomatic efforts by China to mediate between Islamabad and Kabul. Now, Beijing had recently stepped up calls for restraint, and this was with messages urging both sides to halt hostilities and prevent a further escalation. The latest escalation also brings back memories of last year's violence along the border. In October, heavy fighting between Pakistani and Afghan forces left dozens dead and led to the near total closure of key border crossings.